Everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be checking out Auto... Blah, 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 blah. Everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be checking out Hello Signals by Auto.
You did it! Yay!
I did it! Alright, so we're back checking out Auto again. It's been a while. I honestly haven't checked in with Auto in quite some time, and however, every now and then I do run into a song in which I will kind of listen to a few seconds of, and if I feel like it has potential, I'll kind of put it aside, and this is one of those songs. And so, but this is not one of her newer releases. It's something that's kind of, at least according to this, it's within the past year. Now that we're currently in the new year, we like checking out Auto because first of all, it's one of the few Japanese artists that we for sure know that Mal enjoys. This one I think has a little bit more of a traditional like band sound, so it's nothing that's like, you know, super synthy, because Auto tends to traverse all kinds of different ground and pretty much does any genre you can think of. So this is something I think I can kind of sink my teeth a little more into. And hopefully it lands with Mal as well.
So the last time we saw Auto, I actually really quite enjoyed what I heard, but it was a little bit more of a chaotic song. I can't recall the name of it, but it was the live version. And this sounds much more straightforward, just because I heard the little beginning clip. It sounds much more straightforward so that'll be interesting, because I think part of her appeal was how chaotic that song was. I imagine whatever song she's doing, the vocals are going to be on point. I'm not sure she knows how to do mediocre vocals.
That's true.
But because this did sound more like, again, from hearing like 5 seconds, anything can happen after that. But with it sounding a little bit more like a stereotypical rock song, I'm curious if her vocals will follow in that vein as well.
That is true. In J-pop, they do tend to...
I can come up with shit. Why can't you come up with shit? Why am I better at this than you? God,
because
this is your job!
You at least have heard Auto before.
You've heard EXO before!
But you're like, oh, but we're gonna check out this whole new thing and whatever, and...
So comment on the old shit! God, I have to do all the work here. All of it. All the heavy lifting. Do you see these shoulders? It's because of him. I'm constantly lugging him over my back.
I miss doing these.
Did you?
Anyway, we're gonna cut all that out.
No, we're not. You show them how much work I put in.
Bullshit. You afraid of work?
Kind of has a 90s feel already. Where are the lyrics?
Pretty crazy drummer, whoever it is. I really like the guitar during the verses too.
This is gonna be one of those rare songs where the verse exceeds the chorus.
Kind of. The chorus seems more simplistic than the verse. All right. You want to lead us here?
I can. It was okay.
It was okay.
It was okay. But I think my biggest problem was how flat the chorus fell for me.
Okay.
Like the song completely lost me in the chorus because the verses and even the pre-chorus were like really beautiful and melodic.
Mm-hmm.
And then it got a little disjointed in the chorus, and then her vocals kind of actually took me out of the song in the chorus.
Okay.
Her vocals were way more simplistic in this, so it did. As I was kind of thinking, it probably would. Her vocals were a little bit more tame compared to like what, which is fine. She's got a beautiful voice. Her vocals are really what kind of lost it for me.
Get the fuck out!
And I feel like the music was a little disjointed in the chorus, plus her vocals were, and then they felt like they were like warring with each other for attention a little bit.
Okay.
And it just really took me out of the song. Loved the verses in the pre-chorus, thought those were great. The song melodically is beautiful, but that chorus, man.
Yeah, I think the chorus for me, there was no like jumping point for it, like where it like initiates. Like the guitar tone doesn't change, and so when it initiates, the only kind of cue you have is that the fact that they just have a slightly different progression going on, and like so it didn't have like a, you know, again like that initiation of like this is the chorus. The verses I think were really strong, like not only like vocally but also just instrumentally as well. I love the spacing between the chords. I love the guitar tone as well. But I expected maybe the chorus having like maybe a little bit more distortion or just something a bit more rock cues with that, just to kind of initiate. Here's a different feel for the chorus. Chord wise, it was a bit more simplistic in the chorus. I think her vocals like lyrically got more complex, so it was like,
but it did, and so it didn't work.
Maybe what you were saying, that they were kind of like warring with each other a little bit, and so like maybe my expectations kind of conflicted with what I perceived as like what I thought was coming. I didn't quite predict that as well, and it kind of worked against me, I think. And then there's like a couple parts where she gets like really breathy, and which I kind of feel like I don't feel like I get to hear that enough from her, because she's usually very like, she usually pushes a lot of air whenever she's singing and like hits all those notes like pretty clearly. I don't feel like I hear it enough in her other songs where it's just very breathy and she's just very light with her notes. And I noticed it very briefly here, and I really like that, because I feel like sometimes doing something that's very simplistic sometimes is the harder thing to do, because it's when it's very stripped down like that, you do something simple. If you mess up, it's a lot easier to mess up and like have it be noticeable to everybody. And it could be the same thing for vocals, I'm not sure, but definitely on instruments it's the case for sure. But yeah, it's interesting that the verse was kind of king here.
And I think that's like what's really gonna knock this song down. Having the choruses be so weak is kind of a big deal, but also the bridge felt like an afterthought too. I don't know if they just like, you know, did such a amazing, outstanding job with the verses that like it would be hard for the other parts of the song to hold up to how good the verses were.
I think a lot worked for me just on a technical standpoint, because that drummer, whoever it is like really killer. There's like some really crazy rhythms that they were doing, just like very in sync with the guitar. I have like very basic like drumming skill on my own, but like hearing that, I'm like, that's definitely something I cannot do, because it's a very almost
advanced,
like jazzy kind of thing. Yeah.
Well, and that's one thing I'll give to it. The guitar in here was very jazz guitar, and I hate jazz guitar, but I liked it in the verse.
Yeah.
I think it just did something really different and unique, and
it was like an indie guitar being done with a jazz player or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it was kind of like an infusion of different genres there. And actually, I was trying to make a point earlier, then you started yelling at me.
I can do that again.
That J-pop tends to genre switch mid-song fairly often, and that's kind of pretty common nowadays. As usual, like Otto, on a technical level, she's just knocking everything out of the park.
Sure.
But the issue, if there were to ever be an issue, I think is sometimes whatever song that she's singing on top of. Like, it's the foundation, basically.
Well, one of them needed to take a back seat, right? The chorus or her vocals. It was just a little too much.
Maybe a little too technical. On that end.
Yeah, and so in that point, you know, you lose kind of the vibe of the song, which particularly because it's so sweet and melodic and beautiful to start, and then World War III comes in, and then you're like, oh, my vibes. come back.
Maybe it could be just a matter of me just like listening to it again, and then I can just get the context a little better.
And I'm sure some people like that kind of thing. Again, so much of this is just preference or taste.
Sure.
Because I'm not even calling it bad. I'm just saying, like, for me, it didn't work.
Well, if we were to give it a rating, what would we do?
It's probably like a 6.
Like a 6?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it like a 7.5. So I do feel like it's really strong on a technical standpoint, and there's definitely parts of it I really do like. There's just some parts in there that maybe I need a little bit more time to cook with it and just get some like re-listens in there, and then maybe I'll come around on it. But it wasn't enough to like ruin anything for me, really. It just wasn't quite what I was expecting.
Yeah.
So, but okay, guys, that's it from us. I hope you enjoyed the reaction. Let us know if there's any other songs from Otto you want us to check out, or any other J-pop artists, and then we'll check them out. See you later.